Hi everyone, my name is Michael Marchant and this is Mamelo Mosiana. We are from Open Secrets, a small non-profit based in Cape Town, and we do investigations, advocacy and use the law to try and challenge corporations and private actors who engage in economic crime that has a human rights violation attached to it. There's something very important happening in South Africa this week, one of the possibly lesser known about court cases that happens in our country all the time, and it's the review of the Seriti Commission into the arms deal, and that review is being undertaken by Corruption Watch and Right to Know.
We'll firstly we'll be taking everyone through what the arms deal was and why it was very controversial. We'll look at some of the findings and the controversies around the Seriti Commission. And then we'll talk about why this is so important and why what's happening on Tuesday and Thursday is so important for us to consider for other commissions of inquiry.
Put simply, the arms deal was a set of agreements signed by the South African government in 1999, just 5 years after we became a democracy, with some of the largest European arms companies to buy very sophisticated weapons technology. So we bought fighter jets, submarines, large warships, and we spent upwards of 60 billion rand on those weapons, although that has become much more expensive. One of the reasons that was so controversial was that it wasn't clear in 1999 why we needed to buy weapons of that type. But there were other reasons, particularly around corruption and other allegations, that it was so controversial.
And at the time, I think we need to consider that this was South Africa coming out of apartheid. There were a lot more serious issues and serious concerns at the time. Unemployment was rife, crime. It was very uncertain. People were very uncertain as to why this was the thing that the government was pursuing at the time.
Around the deal was always the allegation that the ANC received money as part of the deal, and because it was tainted by that it ensured that investigations were shut down. After years of pressure from civil society activists and others, we finally got the Seriti Commission of Inquiry, and that was a moment of hope. But I suppose
from the beginning, the Commission again faced several difficulties. 2 judges resigned in the beginning, and 2 judges remained. One of them was Seriti, hence the naming of the commission, the Seriti Commission. The commission was tasked with investigating several issues about the arms deal, so looking at how the deals were made and looking into whether this was a rational and economic choice for South Africa.
And so Mamelo's already touched a little bit upon some of the concerns around the Commission, but maybe just to go into a little bit more detail about those. After several years and a very expensive process of public funds going to the Commission, it was clear that the Commission was ignoring evidence, it was not properly examining witnesses, and so it was really no surprise that the Seriti Commission in the end wrote a report that completely exonerated everyone of any allegations of corruption, which is, for us particularly, so striking in an arms trade which is notoriously one of the more corrupt industries in the world. For the Commission not to find concern with anything was indicative of some of those problems.
Especially having ignored a lot of evidence from foreign governments. I think the British government and the German government supplied evidence to the Commission that the Commission willingly ignored. Therefore, I think it's very critical that this has not been investigated.
So that really leads us to where we are today. And in 2016, after the findings were released, 2 civil society organizations, Corruption Watch and the Right to Know campaign, decided that this was fundamentally important to take the findings of the Seriti Commission on review. And so what those organizations said is they went to the court and they said, we need you to look at how the Commission conducted itself, and we we are asking you to set aside those findings, to say that these findings have no basis, essentially because the Commission didn't do its job. One of the reasons is what Mamelo has already told us, which is that it has become apparent through this court case that although foreign governments, including investigators in places like the United Kingdom, offered the Seriti Commission evidence to consider, and the Commission simply never got back to them.
Yeah.
But if we even go back to the way the Commission conducted itself, it was quite clear when people who were under allegations of corruption, when they appeared at the Commission, often the judges didn't even ask them any questions.
Yeah.
And when those with evidence tried to introduce it, there was the famous or infamous case of the Debevoise and Plimpton report, which contained allegations of corruption against German company Ferristal, that the judges, without any sort of reasonable explanation, decided that any of those documents would not be admissible. And it's estimated by Corruption Watch and Right to Know that the judges in the end ignored around about 1 million documents from South African investigators that sat in a big shipping container in Pretoria. And so, for all of those reasons, Corruption Watch and Right to Know took the Commission on review and asked them to set aside the findings.
At the beginning of this year, the presidency actually decided to no longer oppose the Right to Know and the Corruption Watch's review application into the Seriti Commission. This is an important development because it meant now that Corruption Watch and Right to Know could then proceed to get a default judgment from the Pretoria High Court, and that this would actually throw out the findings of the Seriti Commission, and therefore would find that the Commission was actually a whitewash.
And what's so interesting, I think, about this week is that because it was a default judgment, the court could have just chosen to sign that off without further ado. But the court has asked all of the parties to come to court this week on Tuesday and Wednesday to sit before a full bench of that court, because they feel that this issue is of one of such public importance that those things need to be heard and publicly aired.
One of the other big cases going on is the Zuma and Talis trial. So firstly, I think Jacob Zuma in particular has relied on the findings of the Seriti Commission to actually say that he is innocent of what he's accused of. But now that the Commission's findings will be thrown out, this will actually mean that those who are corrupt can no longer use this as an excuse. Beyond the corrupt not being able to use this Commission to exculpate themselves, what else do you think this Commission would be important for it, particularly considering that South Africa often uses commissions of inquiry?
I think I guess one of the really important factors to come out of this is that hopefully this judgment is going to create a precedent for how the expectations we have for commissions of inquiry in general. Like you said, they are very popular in South Africa and arguably have been used since apartheid to bury issues. If we don't want something to go through the court system, our politicians are like, well, let's have a commission and then bury it. But this is really important. If we have a precedent that says if you're going to have a commission of inquiry, you have to listen to all the evidence, you have to look for that evidence, and you have to take your role seriously. And like you say, if we're looking at the Zondo Commission right now, the work it's doing around state capture. This is an important precedent also to set pressure on all of the judges who preside over commissions of inquiry, to say that civil society will watch you and will demand that you do your job properly. And I think that if that precedent is set by this judgment, that can only be a positive thing for us.
Hopefully, this provides a window into holding also the arms companies involved accountable, because that's one major thing actually ignored in a lot of corruption cases, is that the corporate criminals are actually exonerated.
Yeah, and maybe that's also an important note to end on, is that what the Seriti Commission and what the arms deal has been reduced to for so many people in South Africa has been the story of Jacob Zuma. and his trial is incredibly important because of the office that he held. But ultimately what the Seriti Commission could have done is it could have shone a light on all the European arms companies who have made money out of dealing weapons with apartheid and continue to make money from bribing politicians. And the Commission missed that opportunity. It decided not to exercise its powers. And so by setting all of that aside, it allows us to set the record straight. And you're right, to turn our gaze back to those corporations and say, you need to be held accountable for your role here. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.